Unfortunately, the two key measures from our consumer tracking indicators for last week just aren't showing much sign of improvement at all. Average spending last week, as reported by Americans on a day-to-day basis, was $56. That's the same as it was the previous week, and basically not a lot changed over the last couple of months to the beginning of March. Last year at this time, the average daily spending for roughly the comparable week was $119. You can see the difference. In fact, in 2008, we started to see a real uptick in consumer spending through May and into early June, perhaps as a result of the beginning of summer, the end of school, and so forth. We thought maybe we would see it this year. So far, not seeing any signs whatsoever of a resurgent consumer spending. Second key measure, hiring. We ask employees, is your company hiring or firing? For the last couple of weeks prior to this last one, we had seen an uptick, a little increase in the percent of Americans who said their company was hiring vis-a-vis those who said their company was firing. This week, sinking back down a little. No sign of sustained momentum on this hiring measure, basically where we have been for the last several months. Now, we have seen some more positive attitudinal measures. We've talked about these. Basic consumer mood is measured by Gallup, staying certainly more positive now than it has been previously this year. In fact, and this is worth noting, the percent of Americans right now who say that the economy is poor is 48%. And by 1 point, that's the lowest we've seen it since September of last year. So in other words, Americans are rating the current economy somewhat better, and they have been telling us that the economy is getting better. Finally, worry. Did you worry about money yesterday? Well, 34% of Americans on average last week said that they did. That's about a third. Go back to last year, late April, early May of 2008, 37% said they worried about money. So certainly no increase in worry compared to a year ago. Let me just reiterate, bottom line, some attitudinal progress. We've been telling you about that over the last month or so. However, no sign yet that it's being transferred to the bottom line, spending and companies hiring. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll.